Are you confused about the footring and where to put it? So I'm going to show you why we actually have a footring. It's to be able to glaze the inside, but it's not necessary. If you don't like it, you can just skip it. I use my footring on bigger things like bowls or plates or, something that's a little bit more decorative. But like on smaller bowls like this, I actually don't have a footring. I just keep it as it is. I just kind of square it off and make it all nice and pretty. So a lot of times people ask me, where should I put my footring? And they are saying like, I'm scared to kind of go in and trim too far in, and I'm not sure really where to place it. And there's actually a really, really simple way of knowing where to put your footring and make sure that your bowl doesn't tip. So if you have a huge bowl and you want to push with a fork here or something like that, the bowl will tip. So to avoid that, it's actually a really simple explanation. If you look at my bowl here that I'm going to trim, I look at the inside, and the opening that you actually made doing the throwing, that's actually determining how far in you can trim it. So I usually do this. I put 2 fingers and I kind of go in at the bottom of my bowl, if you can tell. And then when I flip it over, I know where I need to put my footring. And in this case, I can actually go all the way out here. So then I can just mark it and make sure that I know how far in I can go. So if we start by trimming this bowl, I'm going to place a little bit of water just at the top of the rim, just so it sticks. There is a misconception as well to where to look when you flip your bowl over or your goods. So basically, people start looking here, and that's actually the part where your skirt is. All of your things might not be as clean as mine is. Yours is going to have like a bunch of bits sticking out, and that's fine as long as you know where to look when you're centering. So where your bowl is the most centered, it's actually just beneath that skirt. So not here at the bottom and not at the top, but like about 1.5 centimeter below this line, below your skirt. That's actually where you've centered your bowl the best. Okay. You can also enhance the markings that I did. So I usually just go like that. And then I know I can trim all the way to there. We always start with the sides because you don't want to be creating that beautiful foot ring and then all of a sudden you're like, well, I don't actually need it. And then you cut it off and then you start from the bottom. So we just need to do this up until that point. And you can go further down if you want to. And then I'm going to start to make sure to put where my foot ring is going to be. And then I'm going to trim that excess actually off before I go into the middle, because when you're a new beginner, you're going to want to kind of go all the way out and completely ruin your foot ring. I go from the middle to 3 o'clock, from the middle to 3 o'clock. Make sure to remove that excess clay from the middle to 3 o'clock. And I think one more last time. There we go. And then I clean that foot ring off, make sure that it's straight and nice. And the last thing I actually do is varnish my foot ring. So what I do is I actually grab my fingers and I go like this. A lot of people use their tools. I don't think there's necessary because you have a lot of fat in your fingers that can help you out. And that's it. The foot ring is done. You take the bowl slightly off and you can see that it's completely transformed my bowl.